As this offense gets set to take over. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. If you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll look to throw here. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Hey, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. That one complete to Anderson. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's the option going right. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. They had the play call on. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. He may try and run for this. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. And
it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much in your hand.
And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Try now, look at 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone. And this could...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And New York set to take the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's a screen to Powell. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. They're dangerous this wide receiver. 75. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll throw now on the final play. And Anderson's got it. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer. This offense ready to get back out there. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. And New York set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And New York set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. Sets up the screen to Forte. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And how about this, a fake? Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Here's the option going right. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And this seemingly endless drive continues. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case,
and he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 27 yards on the gain there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And they're going to speed things up here. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. This is the running back, Powell. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They run for it. Here's Powell. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, when you got a running back who's already gone over 100 yards for the game, you can bet he'll be involved on 4th and short. He's been tough for this defense to handle all game long, and he converts here to keep the drive moving.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will tie this game here in the... So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, the spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ryan to throw. He's going to float this. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll try and start this drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's going to go. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now the Jets offense about set to take over. As they head onto the field. They have great starting field position here in overtime. You can bet they're not thinking field goal. They want to win this now.
And we know with the still relatively new overtime rules, the mindset has changed for everyone around the league about getting the ball because you want to score the touchdown to end the game. In this case, with this type of field position, even more of an emphasis on that. Settling for a field goal would feel like a failure now.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a first throw here in overtime. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for the Jets, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Jets going up against the Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost...
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
No. Check. Patriots. Back down to Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Pete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. So the football will be at the 25 line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 40. Set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They start the drive with a give to Powell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 10-7 our score. We'll head back to New Orleans after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
Back down to Philly. Here we go.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look.
Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A dump off to Forte. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Ginn, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. We'll call that a punt of 50. drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. The New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. Throws right side, and that's complete. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big... And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now out come the Jets. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alex Okafor with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. The New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to a New York first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. But it's a gain of 17 that time. And it's first down, New York. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. Looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. It's their quarterback as the first half is won. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was...
After review of the play, the run on the field is reversed.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They begin with a carry for Powell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go again with Powell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
They'll set up to throw. He gets it here to Peak. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. And
a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense.
We drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. So out now come the Jets. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and
the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 37. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle. 2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their big tight end. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They start this with a run for Powell. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. 3rd down now following the run. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Shakes off the sag. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what...
And he's into the clear. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And hit. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 79 yards. So this offense will head back out there, already an excellent field position thanks to the interception. New York set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, it's obvious to me that the big guy is beyond locked in. We saw it last week. A scintillating performance. We're seeing it again. I think he and his coordinator are in lockstep right now.
Sometimes a tip of the cap to the guys calling the plays here, yeah?
Not just calling the plays, setting the game plan, sitting with him during the week, watching tape as they formulate it. You know, the best ones, they listen to their guy and say, okay, what do you like this week? You like this play? You don't like that play? And that helps them formulate what they're going to do.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
They're going to look to throw, and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And New York set to take the They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the knee.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A big offense.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Bills going up against the Jets. So with that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
No, check, Patriot. All right, here we go. Over Leopard.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Peak. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
All right, now look at 56.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Sets up the screen to Forte. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And a neutral zone infraction on the defense.
The defense thought they had the timing count on the quarterback's cadence, but they jumped too soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch. And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Back to throw. That's going to be a loss of 18, and it'll be second and goal. They'll set up to throw. He gets it here to Peak. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll look to throw on third and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. They're deep. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I I would think that they would.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take it.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Dancing to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd down and 5. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. You into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. The New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. Can become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Green 39! Green 39! No, check. Patriot!
They'll run the option left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Here's the option going right. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Here we go now.
Here's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
Way back at the 19 now. What do they have here on 3rd and goal? They'll run the option left. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. And that field goal caps at 11. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And here come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. From the gun, it's Taylor. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. Watkins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1 man on the backfield. That's McCoy. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now, check. Patriot. Patriot. Now, let's go. Good.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for the deep ball. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. This will be taken about the 12. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down following the run.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Finding time. Now he steps away. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go.
Now Captain Zero after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So Defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Here's Hyde. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They run with Powell, and he'll get this one up to the 26.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Powell, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
But there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be up. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Wow. Anderson. So this offense will head back out there already at excellent field position thanks to the interception. Here's Powell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll run. This is Powell. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. He may try, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He won't go down. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long, no matter what they've done on offense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. below pass. His third touch. So they're going to go for 2.
No, check, Patriot!
Toss play, Powell. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Here's Taylor to throw. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering where it's going to go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 10 here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Taylor will throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there.